Today on Commonly Good MTG, what are we bringing back? It's Bird Soldier. Bird Soldier. It's actually a Azorius Soldier with some new cards from Bloomburrow in it. And if you remember anything from the last rotation, Azorius Soldier was pretty badass. If this sounds interesting to you, then stay tuned to find out more. Hello and welcome to Uncommonly Good MTG. I'm your host, voted by my high school class to be most likely to grow up to be Slenderman, Dr. Yukon Suckett. Yes, thank you. Film before my studio audience. Thank you so much, Yukon Suckett. Word to your mama. So I'm broadcasting to you today from my secret underground headquarters, and I'm bringing to you a deck I found over on the Aether Hub, hosted by poor Planeswalker, called Azorius Bird Soldier. Azorius Bird Soldier. So what are we playing today? It's Azorius Soldier, which was pretty much like Human Soldier before, but we wrapped up some Bloomburrow cards in here. We got Mockingbird, which basically becomes a copy of something else, so therefore it can become a soldier. And we've got Brightblade Stoat. I can't say Brightblade. I always want to call it Brightblade, which is a soldier. And that's pretty much it. I don't remember if this was in Azorius Soldier before, but it fits very well. It puts out soldiers. It's got kicker. We could kick it. All right, so there we go. We're playing this by poor Planeswalker. This dude always puts together pretty awesome decks. I'm crossing my fingers and hoping for the best. All right, what we're going to do is we're going to talk a little bit about what each card does, how this deck will work, and then we'll go out and we'll crush some hopes and dreams. What do we got here? We got Super Cheap Soldier that can help you go find other soldiers, creatures, period. This guy can become a copy of any creature on the battlefield, yours or somebody else's, but you got to be able to pay for it, 1 plus whatever their mana cost is. This guy has got First Strike Lifelink. This destroys creatures, enchantments, and planeswalkers. Puts out 2 dudes. Gives all your soldiers +1/+1. This is a counter spell, and if you kick it, you can get out a soldier. This guy will help bring a guy. You can bounce a guy back to your hand, and if it was a soldier, then he gets a Popo counter, and he flashes out. So therefore, he'd be a 3/2 at that point. This guy, whenever you attack with 5 or more soldiers, creatures you control get Popo, and flying until the end of the turn, he is your bomb. He's the thing you want to put out. You don't want him to die because you want to attack with 5 guys. Now, you don't have to attack with him, but you got to have at least 5 guys out when you attack with them so you can get that extra ability. Veteran. Sees Veteran, puts a Popo counter on target creature control. When another non-token soldier dies, you put out a soldier artifact guy. So we got, and then it's the Skystrike Officer. Whenever it attacks, you put out a soldier artifact guy. And so you can tap 3 untapped soldier to draw a card. So between these two, we got baby makers. We're throwing Popo counters on stuff. We got lords in here making things big. Mockingbird can help focus on the things that we want to do. And we got the ability to pump and fly everybody all at once if we need to do that. That's the deck. Pretty much, let's talk it out. What are we going to do? We're going to throw out early dudes. We're going to grind people down early. We're going to try to build up at least 5 guys so we can throw out a Harbin, attack, and get 10 points of damage through. Because they'll be flying, and hopefully they won't have flying blockers. If things get a little dangerous, we got Get Lost to help take care of things, and a little bit of Protect the Negotiators. All right, that's it. It's nice and simple. It's to the point and very effective. All right, before we go out and do our evil stuff, let's do as we do every night. Let's say our prayers and talk about what is best in life. Hands together. Dear Black Queen Sholdred, who dwells within the dark chambers of my heart, please hear my prayers and grant your blessings as we attempt to crush our enemies, see them driven before us, and to hear the lamentations of the women. I open against LaloElWele. All right, we're playing first. Hopefully that gives us our aggro, and it's black again. All right, let's take it in. He's not gonna go for it. He wants to drop some lands. Giving up on your Vine Lasher for this guy is not worth doing. All right, you got a single black. What are you gonna do? Got another Vine Lasher on you? Just kill my guy. All right, 2. Start making some babies. You guys got a lot of hooks on them. All right, if you want to trade off, I guess you don't. You're going full lizard on me here, aren't you? All right, a couple more babies. We got counter spells on us. We got a lot of guys, so we're gonna pretty much get whatever we want counterspelled here. We could even kick it. Kick it! In my head, it sounds just like the Beastie Boys. In my ears, it does not. Kick it! Nope, I just can't hit it. Kick it! Yeah, that's it. There you go, Cubert. There's your chow. We kicked it. Oh no, it took a point of damage. All right, you want to send some guys in? You don't have the mana, man. I don't think you can play it. Let's do some math. Okay, we're going to get 4 through. He could block 4, which means we're going to be able to get 1 through, 2 more. Where did all this come from? All right, here we go. I think we just won. They're all flyers. And they're all totally beefed up. And that was top deck beautifulness right there. -13. Suck it, suckerfish. Victory! I'm playing against Paps. You gotta take a good look at that one. I really haven't seen this played. All right. So we got 1, we got 2 on the next turn, which is Resolute Reinforcements, which we play on his turn. All right, all done. You can see I have the Resolute Reinforcements sitting right there. Touch the precious. Pop it. Mockingbird on the 3. I need a 4th mana to be able to play that on the Siege Veteran. This guy makes babies. Now let's just take it in. I can kick it. Kick it! Bum, 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 bum. All right, he wants to start shooting. It's a shooting war. Gone! He's going for the pump. He's trying so hard to find something that's not a land. There you go. All right, do I need to make something bigger? I can totally do it. Let's do it. 1, 2, 3. All right, you're down to 2. So if I would have attacked with everything, you'd be down to 1. It's a fire turkey. Still win. You're out of mana, man. I don't know what you're planning on doing. All right, block 2. And we win! Boom, boom! Goes the room. All right, we're playing against Harlow, Mr. Bullet. Oh, hello, Mr. Bullet. Hello. Keep. We got a lot of cheap stuff here. You're the last guy I want to put out. You are the first. Pump! Don't be shooting. Just put out your own guys. It's a Stoat. He's trying to go for big time. So I can get in his way. I'd just be chumping would be the problem. Still, that's 2, and I don't have the mana for it. Alright, I got a little life gain going on with that Stoat, which is always really good. Let's give it up, yo. Still nothing, man. You need trample. All right, you want to kill a guy? You could do it. That's him. Problem with that guy is he doesn't get any defensive at all. I got first strike. That's what we're going to make another copy of. Want to jump in front of it? Nope, apparently you don't. Alright, he's down to kill level. I can't kill him next turn. Alright, he's got 1 life left. You can throw out some Resolute Reinforcements here. Killed 1. A good game, With a single chump. Boom, boom! And we win! Victory! Alright, we were playing against Pendous. Pendous. It doesn't matter, decline. We're not playing anything on our first turn. See if we can keep the Stoat alive until our turn. That would be great. Alright, we need the 2 mana to keep him alive, so let's just go with what we got. There we go. Let's see if he tries to kill him. Nope. All right, Mockingbird. All right, so we attack with, what is it, 5? I don't have 5 soldiers. These guys all soldiers? No. Soldier, soldier, soldier. Okay. So Mockingbird can become a soldier. I got to slip out a Sentinel on this turn. And another. All right, so here's 5. You can do another one for good. How much does this guy cost? 2. All right, if I would have attacked with everybody, we would have just won. Oh, I got 2 guys smoking, though. So we wouldn't have. He could have just defended. So next turn, we have it locked in unless he wipes the board. He's got to play defense. You can see the 3 right there. And the 2 4s. There's nothing he could do. He's about to give up. It's about to be a potty pants situation. Mockingbird with 1 blocker. 1 flyer, man. It's not going to do it. Touch your rock in the face. All right, you got 2 mana. Let's just floor the balls to the walls. You have 1 guy you want to kill, it's going to be the Harbinger. It's going for the tap, huh? And we win! Winner, winner! Victory dinner! Alright, we're playing against MSBUM. All caps. Apparently cashing in stocks to pay for the all caps package. It didn't get themselves a sleeve or a pet. Ooh, for this cheap of a deck, and yet we can't play our guys, that's just really bad. Two guys and a 3rd mana. All right, excellent. Now we're trying to aggro. It's another one. What do we get? Sure, okay, that's cool. Hopefully the blue baby maker will put out some babies for us. Hopefully he won't just get slaughtered. All right, well, temporary lockdown's only taking out 2 of them. Baby maker! All right, I got 4 soldiers. We just got to be able to have a hasty guy, and this deck does not have haste. To be able to get them all with the flying. He wants his life, so he'll be 13. Singleton out, Sky Veteran out. Let's pump it on you, baby. Another baby. All right, next turn we're all going in with Super Pump if we don't get wiped out this turn. All right, so he's trying to play Atraxia. What's he got? 4 mana still. And we win. And we win. Victory! All right, so we are with the Bird Soldier deck. Bird Soldier. Yeah, this is pretty much just the Azorius Soldier deck that we were seeing in the last rotation. This one's been supplemented with Mockingbird. What a Brightblade Stoat. Anything else looks different or weird here? You know, the one I'm not used to seeing in here is this Protect the Negotiators, which I really liked. I liked the fact that it popped out a soldier. I thought it worked great. If I kicked it or not, it didn't really matter. Plus, it was, they had to pay 1 for each creature I controlled, and I usually controlled a bunch. So, altogether, yeah, I thought the additions were good. It was minor enhancements to Azorius. The thing is it was really crazy how today's meta is way better or different than what we were seeing, in the last one. Because this one used to be in the top 5 all the time. And today, if I was playing against anything aggro, mono black discard or red aggro, I was usually getting my butt kicked. I could not keep up with it. The reason why is because this deck kind of really needs you to put out dudes. And those ones had cheap creature removal, and I couldn't build up on the curve that I needed to get. And they were also then fast enough to capitalize on that. And so then my deck would just sit there and peter out by mid-game while theirs were coming in for the kill. So, yeah, this deck is not doing one good against the the super aggro decks that are out there today. But against everything else, it's usually doing pretty well. Yeah. I mean, what did I go? Selesnya, go against rabbits. Yeah, you might be able to do pretty decent with this. Anybody trying to play some sort of a weird combo deck, anything that's a little slow, a little mid-rangey, yeah, this one's going to do fantastic. So I wouldn't say this is going to be something you want to take out on the ranked ladder. In that place, you're playing against your top net decks that are out there. This one's not going to do it. But for messing around and seeing how good Mockingbird is, I'd say it's definitely worth playing casual with. All right, so let's go ahead and break this one down. Who was my MVP? Who's the most valuable player? I'm going to say it's Harbin, the Vanguard Aviator, just because he was the bomb that you put out, which then, as long as you had enough dudes, they'd all be flying, which there wasn't enough blocking out there generally to be able to block against it. And they'd all get a popo, they get popo till the end of the turn. And so, yeah, if that's 5 guys going out, that's an additional 5 points of damage with a minimum of 5 points going on. So you're talking turning 5 into 10. Usually by the mid-game, when you can pull this kind of thing off, you were going to win with 10 points of damage in the air. So yeah, Harbin, Vanguard, Aviator, you are our MVP. Mockingbird was cool. It was definitely a clutch player. I like putting it onto things like Valiant Veteran so that I can have yet another Glorious Anthem guy, another what do they call him? Lord out there. And so that way I'd have 2 of these guys, maybe a Mockingbird. And that way we'd have 3 of those guys out there, all of our soldiers getting +1/+1. So that's +3/+3 to everybody. Yeah, that was cool. There wasn't enough guys for him to copy. I thought maybe making copies of the Skystrike Officer would be cool because you could put out more of those babies, because those babies are what really jump you up into the position to have 5 soldiers attacking with Harbin. Yeah, altogether, there's a nice synergy here. And the Mockingbird helps. It's not over the top helping, but it was a cool addition to this deck. Still, I'm giving the MVP to Harbin. Congratulations, Harbin, you were going to Disneyland. Number 2, was this deck competitive? In the casual arena, I got 57%. It was not, like I like to see it at 60, 66, which would be winning 2 out of every 3 games. This wasn't as good as that. It was, like I said, the aggro decks, the current aggro decks were just ripping it apart. I couldn't hold it together. That's because, they were taking out my early game guys, and that was it. I couldn't build off of it. And you really needed to grind them a little bit and then come at them. Yeah, it just, they were able to take the scene down. Basically, it's mono red, mono black, discard. Those are the ones you're going to have a hard time with. All right, 57%, not bad though. Number 2, was this deck fun? It reminded me of a Platinum Mythic deck. It is the thing that is very lightweight, incredibly lightweight, and is just tailored for winning in like a Moneyball kind of way. You're just putting out these little tiny dudes, you're grinding down, you're kind of dancing around every once in a while, and then you're throwing down something at some point that you could take them down with something tricksy. Zephyr Sentinel to zap a dude back to your hand. Harbin to create a bomb. Get lost to clear your path at the right time. Mockingbird does a good job even copying your opponent's guys if they put anything good out. Just usually you don't have the mana to play against something really good. You could maybe make another Shoulder or something out of the deal. It's hard to say. But altogether, this was it was a bare bones deck. But that's what, all you need to do is win, right? And this deck definitely had the ability to do that. So it was a funnish deck. I like the aggro. Look at that curve there, man. It looks like a middle finger. 1, 2, 3. That's it. 3. That's all you need. 3 mana to play your cards. Still, sometimes I had a hard time getting over 2 mana. How much is in here? It's 22 lands. Yeah, that explains it. All right, was this deck interesting? Yeah, you know why it was interesting is because as soon as we got to rotation in September, was it September? August, early August? Yeah, we stopped seeing this deck. It just fell off the map. I liked it. So, but the thing is, seeing it come back and seeing it have some Bloomburrow cards in it, that made it interesting. Seeing the Stoat in there, he was okay. It didn't really add a whole bunch. Mockingbird was an interesting card. I appreciated that. Other than that, the rest of this deck is pretty standard for a Azorius soldier deck before. I'm cool with it. It was interesting. I'm going to say, yeah, it was. All right, so there we go. Let's add this up. Was this deck competitive? Not enough. Was it fun? It was okay. And was it interesting? Yeah, it was. All right, so with that, I'm going to give this deck I'm going to give it an A-. I thought it was worth playing. I thought it was fun. It's just that it takes 2 notches down off of perfection just because it was not competitive enough. And I felt like maybe I wanted a little more from it. All right, so there you go. It's an A- deck. If you decide to play with this deck, I hope that you have as much fun with it as I did. All right, that's all for now. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like and subscribe. From all of us here in the secret underground headquarters of Uncommonly Good MTG, have a great day. See you next time, Space Cowboys. Later.